I read this so that you don't have to. Hi, hello. I'm your host, Elizibar. Checkmate, Chimera. Well, it's a DC comic thing. That's Chimera right there in the middle. Oh gosh, that's something Fox used to be in like Justice League Europe. I don't even remember who most of these people are. Although Fire is pretty obvious because she's green and on fire. So the gist of this book is that Checkmate, who's an evil organization and wants to take over the world and kill everybody, basically RoboCops somebody. So there's this soldier, ends up dead, but he's not completely dead. So they airlift him out. Meanwhile, we're jumping back and forth to scenes of like giant monsters appearing and doing terrible things to people and da 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 da. Checkmate does all their experiments, something goes wrong, and instead of ending up with whatever the all-weather soldier is supposed to be, they get this guy, Chimera, who doesn't remember who he is, but he can transform into whatever monster and beat stuff up. So like he's here to fight. Like they throw a bear at him, he transforms into like a giant killer dog. I guess like it's not 100% clear exactly what he's turned into, but he wrecks the bear. Meanwhile, more giant monsters show up. So where's this going? You got all these crazy mythical monsters popping up, rampaging around. Little team on team action here. And these giant rampaging monsters says it's punishment to mankind for being greedy, for throwing off the balance. No idea what that means, sir. At least one village destroyed, yes, the thing seems to be headed west, towards the ocean. So they drop Chimera in, fight the monsters. Yeah, no, that's not it. How many pages did we go before we... Yeah, here we go. So giant monsters in the ocean. And I should have eaten this up with a spoon, right? Like, you probably know, I like stupid Godzilla movies. It's true. I like stupid Godzilla movies. I'm not ashamed of it. They're stupid. I love them. Let's watch them. So he's battling these giant monsters that are appearing, and this goes on for a while. They enlist the Global Guardians, or all these other heroes on the cover, to help him fight one of the monsters. He like goes to solo it, and they're all like, "Man, this guy's not a team player." Meanwhile, his former girlfriend over here is having dreams about him, about how he's not dead. So she's like trying to fight the military-industrial complex and get to the truth of the situation through classified matters, which means she just sounds like a lunatic. All right. Yep. See, airdropping him in so he can go fight giant monsters. Now, I read this so you don't have to. I tried to like this. I really did, and I just could not get into this. I don't care. Like, ultimately, that's kind of how I feel about so much of this book was just, I didn't really care. There's nothing I can point to and go, this is what's wrong with it. Like, it's not like the art's bad, the writing's not bad. I just was not into this story at all. Which is ridiculous because giant monsters. How could I not be into giant monsters, you know? But I wasn't. We got all kinds of fighting. Look, see, like throwing her like in prison and stuff because she knows the truth. She eventually gets out. Look, we got like this cool mystical monster here. I guess they're all mystical monsters, but this one, like really cool looking. I really dug this guy out of all this stuff. Lots of crazy combat. And eventually we get to the final chapter after that monster gets defeated. And final chapter. If I can find a... Yeah, here we go. Is this big dragon. It turns out this dragon is like the devil or something and whatever. I kind of lost interest in whatever was supposed to be going on here, but he kidnapped Chloe, his girlfriend, and, used her as a hostage or whatever. And they have a big throwdown. And the only thing out of this whole book, I'm holding the book up like this, that I'm going to remember that was even remotely memorable wasn't any of the crazy super battles. It wasn't the giant monsters or any of that stuff. It was Fox over here fighting the devil by flashing him. That's it. That's what I got. Now, of course, it's a superhero book, not written by like Mark Millar, so of course the heroes are going to win and things are going to be happy. It's not a Batman book, so we're not going to be brooding in misery. We actually get a very satisfying, very happy ending at the end, which I like. I just wish I had been into more of the book. I guess part of it is they had all these guys on the cover, and I thought that we were actually going to end up Checkmate being the villains that they are. I don't understand why I think Checkmate's a bunch of villains. I don't know that I can help you with that, but Checkmate is a bunch of villains. So I kind of figured they would end up fighting him or something, but no, this is still in the Checkmate's the good guys phase of whatever era this came out of. I don't even know what years this book came from. 2009. So this is before like the New 52 stuff, I guess. But whatever. Like that's ultimately the problem is like I got a whole lot of whatever out of this book. I think I did get $2.49 worth of enjoyment out of it though. I got this at a charity thrift store. And for $2.50, I guess it was worth it. At least I got the very silly panel of Fox like pulling open her uniform. How does this costume even say Fox though? Like I never understood this, even back in like the older Justice League Europe comics and stuff. Like, how does that resemble a fox at all? I don't get it. Anyway, you all take care and bye bye.